What's up? I'm HUGZ. That's Sam. Welcome to HUGZ and Sam. Today we're getting into Hunter episode 12. Last episode. Kahlua straight, like, we didn't even see it, but I just imagine it like whoosh, whoosh, like just through the dude, like phased through the guy, and on the other side it just has his heart in like either like a skin or I don't know.
It was
like,
kind of the color of his shirt. So I'm like
that's what I'm saying.
If it was like,
I don't know if it was like the ripped shirt or skin. It was messed up. It was crazy. It was. I knew that Kahlua was dangerous. Yeah, he was.
People.
His family was a bunch of assassins. He grew up in that. We saw him kill the people on the ship, but it was just kind of like outside of the airship, and we just saw like splatter. This was
and
like.
then we saw the claws.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This was like straight up, cold-blooded. No emotion, murder.
Yeah.
Muck duck.
Yeah.
Straight up muck duck.
And then goes into this room where they're now waiting for the 50 hours.
Exactly.
And acts like, he tells everybody first, and he shows them the claws. And then they just carry on like, it's no big deal.
Well, I mean,
Kurapika was kind of like...
And Leorio was like, this is weird.
They thought it was a little weird, and like
they didn't
Kurapika
carry
was
on like nothing, but it was
like Kahlua and
Gon carry on like nothing, yeah.
Whatever, let's go see what's around.
Mm-hmm. Which kind of makes me think Gon's like a little weird that he's just okay with that.
Yeah.
Like, I know he's innocent. Like we've said before, he seems like he's very innocent and just kind of like open and free and like so accepting. But like, even at some point, you got to be like, how is he just so chill with that? How is he so chill with his parents were assassins and stuff? I don't know. That was the only thing that I thought was a little weird, is he was just like completely okay with it.
Yeah.
Like it was when I think the reason that it tripped me out so much is I talked about how he was my ideal version of Izuku.
Yeah.
That he was Izuku from My Hero Academia with confidence.
Yeah.
But Izuku at no
smart.
Point.
Like, he doesn't have like as much like.
But Izuku at no point would be okay with someone savagely, coldly ripping a dude's heart out.
Yeah.
And like.
What's the word I'm trying to think of? Like he's.
What?
Like not like smarter, but like, you know how like Izuku kind of like does that little ramble thing, where then he has like his book. He like knows a whole lot about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like Gon is kind of like more clueless, I guess, to everything, and I'm like
oblivious.
Yeah.
I guess I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like Izuku's more book smart.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah.
Is that what you're going for?
Yeah.
But either way, no matter how you slice it, Izuku would not be okay.
Right. No.
With that happening. Mm-mm. And Gon just took it in stride. Like, they're back to chilling. Like, that's the only thing that I thought was a little weird. But now they have 50 hours to kill, and who knows what happens after this. According to Tompa, there's 5 to 6 levels, or what do you call them, phases, to this Hunter exam. We saw Hisoka, Hanzo, and Pinhead, whatever his name is. They've all finished phase 3 and are chilling, waiting. But I don't know how many phases there actually are after this and what's going to happen here. Now, you said you think while they're in this room some stuff's going to go down. I don't know if you're still behind that theory.
They're in there for 50 hours, and I was kind of like, either in this episode we're going to see something go down in the room, or we're going to see something that's going on outside.
I'm hoping we see more
Hisoka and Pinhead, like something going on there.
Hanzo. I love that dude's name is Hanzo, because as Overwatch fans, I'm
a Hanzo man.
You are too. You are like the epitome of how like insta-lock Hanzo.
But I'm good at him, at least.
So is everybody else that says they're a Hanzo main. But you get kills pretty decently. The thing is, he looks like Saitama too. Like he is a
Hanzo.
ninja. He looks a little like Saitama, and his name is Hanzo. So that dude's, you know, on my who to watch list.
Yeah.
But Hisoka's still bae. Just saying. But let's go ahead and jump into it. Jumping back into where he straight up just ripped this dude's heart out. I like this dude. He's the dude that's the blowgun guy. He looks like he has a beehive on a stick.
Yeah.
I like how he's chill with number 4. Tony Hawk.
平均72時間はかかるってことだ。その考えは甘々の甘ちゃんだな。
Damn.
Yeah, he did give up
残り
like
10時
so
間で
much
ゴー
of
ルで
their
きるか
time.
どうかこの先の試験内容にも
勝てもしないじゃんけんを勝負にするわ。
She was hot though.
Yeah.
She was cute.
土下座したお前に言われたくねえ。確かに俺は土下座したな。
But he only took up a small amount of
時間を
time.
1秒も食ってんの。足引っ張ることしか考えてねえくせに。
That's his game though, yeah. He freaking knew. It's so weird to see them like playing as these children after Killua did that, you know?
Yeah.
It's weird because I can almost smell like Fritos.
こんな感じか
So you gonna stab him in the foot or
まあ見て
something?
なって
Fishing for the area.
おい。
狙い通りうまい
おい、ズボン破れんだろ。やっべ。
そんなに怒るなよ焼いて食おうってわけじゃないし
ふざけんじゃねえバカ野郎。
Wouldn't put it past him though, out of all of them. The Oreo's like done with the
ただ
Tompa
残り
stuff.
時間を静かに過ごしたいだけさ。嘘つけ。俺はお前を信用してねえからな。よっしゃ、ゴール。あ？53番ポックル。
Paco?
371番ゴズ。
Paco looks fun.
到着。
I wouldn't want to sleep with Tompa or Killua in there with me.
Yeah.
嫉妬は責任を感じたらどうだ？
Can't let him get in his head. I mean, for Leorio, of course he will, but he's got to realize that all he's trying to do is rile him up all the time. Of course. Nice. See, they still have their bracelets on too, so I wonder if there's gonna be anything else that's majority rule. Damn, he's read a lot of books in freaking 50 hours. What the hell is that? Is that a hunter?
Doesn't have a number.
Oh, okay. It's like his pet. His face kind of looks like him in a weird way. It's gonna be the longest minute of their life right there. Waiting in a room. Yeah, bored. See, they're the only ones that got stuck with like a whole group. Everybody else has been coming through individually.
やっぱりさっきの階段下りだったね
I'm covered in dust. Not there's a giant wrecking ball that like
Yeah.
almost squished us.
扉を開けるかどうかの丸抜だ。先に進むんだから開けるに決まってるじゃねえかよ。
He's so triggered.
レオリオごめん
え？
俺が間違って押しちゃったんだよ
なんだそうだ。待てよ。え？きっちり謝ってもらおうか。今のは納得できないからな。
He doesn't know him anything. He's been messing with him this whole time.
誰のせいで50時間も足止めさせられたと思ってるんだ。 致命的なミスしたのはお前さんの方だぜ。
Because no matter what you say about Tompa, his loss didn't cost them that much.
Yeah.
ちなみに長く困難な道はどんなに早くても攻略に45時間はかかります。短く簡単な道はおよそ3分ほどでゴールに着きます。
Wow. That's really playing them against each
壁
other.
に設置された手錠に2人がつながれた時点で扉が開きます。つながれた2人は時間切れまでここを動けません。
Is this so they can battle it out?
ただしここに残る気もね。どんな方法を使
He's the one that cost them those hours, though.
Yeah.
They could have taken the long route if he hadn't lost all those hours. Yep. Exactly.
お前が責任取って残るっていうのが筋だろう。
あとはどうやって3人を決めるかだ。まあ俺はお前とその中に残るつもりだけど。
See, Killua's ride or die with Gon,
せっ
though.
かくここまで来たんだ。こんなところでやられてたまるか。先手必勝だ。
Damn. I think low key Tompa wants to become a hunter. Like,
Yeah.
2人とも。ねえ、やっぱり5人で行こうよ。
戦う前にマルタバッタを決めなきゃいけないだろう。
yeah, they haven't even picked a path yet. Is he gonna freaking kill Tompa? I've been saying for how long Tompa is gonna die during this, like, situation.
残り3分です。
3 minutes, they needed 3 minutes on the path. So Gon,
第20
Kurapika.
号404番
Yeah.
クラピカ、第21号99番キルア、第22号405番ゴン。
Look how sad
所
Kurapika
要時
looks.
間71時。
それにしてもギリギリだったね。もう手が豆だらけだ。
俺もだ。
第23号403番レオリオ。
手は豆だらけだけど、5人揃って。
How did they get through?
できた。本当、ゴンのおかげだな。
Did they chain them to the wall and then break the chains with the weapons?
They broke the door
They
down.
broke the wall, yeah.
長く困難な道から入って壁に
And
穴を
then
開け。
cut a hole.
短くて簡単な道
That's so awesome.
まったく、あの場面でよく思いついたもんだ。
That's freaking
それ
awesome.
ば壁が崩れることが分かったからね。50
Yeah.
分以上も。
I love how like they fooled us into thinking that.
Well, because they look so sad.
Yeah.
友は明日の敵。
See, that's what I'm worried about.
個人
And
対
now
個
that
人
it
の
says
厳しい
that.
戦いがこれから始まることをゴンはまだ知る由もなかった。
Brutal individual battles.
Oh man.
Damn.
Oh, that's scary.
Alright. Well,
That's scary.
kind of up until the end, it was a little boring watching them in the room, I'm not gonna lie. Like just sitting there reading books and doing whatever. But I really like how they wrapped it up in the end there. They made they played on the majority decision again, which I was hoping that they would come back to and it would become a problem. I love how they problem solved that getting through the door. And like I said, I would have been okay with the idea of Leorio failing because he gave up the 50 hours. I mean, I didn't want that, but I would understand
Yeah.
if he were to stay behind because of that.
Right.
I don't know.
I don't know. I thought that watching them in the room was really fun.
I don't know. I mean,
Just because it was kind of like something different. Like it showed like them like just how they interact with one another. Like whenever there's not like a lot of like stress going on, you know?
I don't know. It was just coming off of them playing rock, paper, scissors and like blow out the candle. Like I felt like it was just a slow paced kind of thing.
Yeah.
Whereas like you just watched Killua like rip a dude's heart out and then it's like 0 to 100 to 0.
Yeah.
You know, now they're just like sitting in a room for 50 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, I want to get to the brutal battles. I want to, you know what I mean? That's what I want to see. Even the action of just them fighting there or solving puzzles was really cool. watching them navigate after they got out of the room, like showing like it looked like there were places where they were like falling through the floors, and like that was really interesting, seeing the type of like maze, like the labyrinth that they had set up. That would have been really interesting to spend a little less time in the room and more actually on, like, show us some of like the dangerous terrain and stuff, because like from the stills we saw, that was really interesting looking.
Right. And like, you know, I guess like them actually chopping the hole in the wall.
Yeah.
Like I think that would
I like that they didn't show that though.
Well, I like that it like kind of kept us like thinking
wondering
that at the end, but
that I actually like that they didn't show till after the fact.
Yeah, I did too, because it made me think like, oh man, Leorio is like
because they look so sad.
Yeah,
Kurapika looked like really sad.
I think that's like how they were supposed to look though. That way it would like make us think that they were left behind.
Well, that's because they were so tired from breaking down the freaking wall. They said it took 50 minutes. I don't think they needed a hole that big. Did you see how big the hole was that they made?
Like, because it went from like little less than an hour to like 3 minutes and like 50 seconds or something. And I'm like, what's going on? Because like a lot of times
I just figured they were fighting the whole time and they just didn't want to show us who came out on top.
Yeah.
What I did think was going to happen though, because they said the door won't open until the two people are chained up. I was like, okay, they'll hit it, open the door, use the axe to break the chains.
That's what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm. Because evidently 5 people could go down that path.
Yeah.
It didn't stop them after the door or whatever.
But my question is like, is there any rules like them like choosing that path and then cutting the hole, like that's allowed? I'm assuming just however you
the narrator said that, or the announcer, the examiner said that they won. So.
Oh yeah, I mean of course, but like I don't know. I would be like, is that allowed? Like you know. But I mean, I guess it's like whatever needs to be done in order to get to the.
It seems like
line.
With the way that this is, with the hunters not necessarily being heroes, I feel like it's a by any means necessary type of thing. Yeah. Like breaking the rules is understandable as long as it goes towards the goal of defeating your obstacle. You know, and I think that goes along with, you know, like I said, not being heroes. They don't really have to play fair.
Yeah.
As much as that's different than a lot of things that we normally watch or what we are normally, you know, familiar with, is like you follow these rules. Like if you go outside these rules, you're eliminated or disqualified, or like this isn't a cut and dry. This is a gray area show, which is interesting to me. I like that.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. Let us know what you thought in the comment section down below. Like it if you did. Sub if you don't already. Shout out to our patrons watching the full and early reactions up on Patreon. Thank you so much for your support. You really don't know how much it means. It means the world. And we'll be back with more videos soon. We love you guys. Bye.